Welcome back, everybody. Just got back, picked up some Pokemon cards. I was wearing my mask, the point is, it's about 9 p.m. tonight, and I wrote down on a piece of paper here, you should start investing now. And I believe that's going to be the title of this episode. I want to talk a little more serious about sports card collecting and investing. There's a huge opportunity. Whether you are into sports cards, if you're into investing but don't know how, that's why I'm making this video. I am not an expert. I haven't been doing this for more than 4 or 5 years. I'm just talking about investing in general. But that's why I want to make this video. I know that when I started, it was overwhelming to even think of the idea of, hey, I can put some dollars into sports cards. I can put dollars into any kind of trading cards. This is something that anybody can do. And I really believe that. Like right now it's almost 10 p.m. And, I'm going to be here for a few more hours because I believe that it's going to work out. What I want to get across is that you should be taking some more risks. Think about, where you could be now if you were taking any kind of risk, about a year ago. And I'm just talking about investing. We're not going to be talking about anything else. Specifically for sports cards. Again, I picked up these cards, got a good deal. It was a fair deal. But even a while ago, I'm looking at my graded cards. And to be honest, I'm a little tired. I've been working all day on other projects for my business. But the point is, from now till 2 a.m., I'm going to be working on other stuff. And that's why I want to make this video. So I have a pile of cards I need to grade. These are Zion cards and some Pokemon. And I was looking at these cards and I was thinking to myself, anybody at that particular time could have gotten these cards. I took a huge risk a while ago and I bought these Shadowless and first edition Shadowless Pokemon cards. I took about a half hour to an hour every night for a month straight, and I started educating myself on sports cards and Pokemon cards. And I did this a long time ago, and that's what you can do as well. You don't even have to know how to use a computer. I hear this from time to time, and people will talk about how, they say that they didn't invest or they didn't, get any cards or take any amount of risk because they didn't understand the market. And by then it's too late. But you can learn this stuff. My knowledge was zero. I was extremely devastated. I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I was smart enough to buy these cards, and that was because I was able to identify them at the right time, and I got them cheap. But that only happened because I was deeply overwhelmed a few years ago. I wanted to get into investing, and I started out with stocks, and then I moved my way into sports cards. I sold all of my silver, even though silver's gone up, and I invested in sports cards and did way better. And a lot of that is just because I took the time to learn an area that I loved, adored, which I love trading cards. And we're not stopping this channel. I'm not stopping the investing, but the point is, I didn't even have any money to do it at the time. I just work extra long to do it. I never quit with my business, and I was able to get a little bit of money, and now it's starting to grow. This is possible for anybody. Even if you're not into sports cards or trading cards, you should be thinking about investing, and you need to understand that things will come up if you're prepared for it. You have so much more knowledge to soak in. For some of you that have been doing this for 10, 20 years, this message may not be for you. But if you're somebody who is very young, or if you're in your mid-30s, or if you're older, even if you're 70, you can learn how to use a computer, and you can learn how to buy and sell online. For me, it was really hard to understand modern cards. I looked at the new Pokemon cards. For example, I got a Zamazenta V. I didn't know what this was, but I reached out and I asked different people, about sports cards. I found this on eBay a while ago, a Mike Tyson card. Recently, they've been going up. So back here, I identified another Mike Tyson. Nobody told me about this. Nobody was talking about this on YouTube. There's huge opportunity. Instead of, wasting your time doing other things that, you don't want to do, find something that you love and you can invest into that. It's a golden time to invest into anything. If you want to learn something new, go do that as well. And you have to understand that you are going to make mistakes. I've definitely bought some cards that weren't worth it, but the time is now to take a bit of risk. I hear it quite a bit. What will happen if I buy the wrong card? What will happen if I make the wrong investment? But what's going to happen if you don't make an investment? What's the risk in that? Right? How are you going to be able to leverage, double a card, take that profit, and put it into the next move if you don't do the first one? The knowledge, the skills, the experience you get from being in the game, just starting, is massive. I'm starting to see it happen here and there. I've got a long ways to go. Put down in the comments if you've been scared to take a leap into Pokemon investing. If you've been scared to get into stocks. If you've been scared to buy gold, silver, some real estate. If you can look at a home and understand that, hey, I could flip this, why don't you do it? Like, there's a huge upside. And I understand you can get burned. You have to know what you're doing. But that's the point. You can spend the next 5 to 10 months, only a half hour a day, consume content and educate yourself for free. If you just stumbled across this video and, you're 16, 17, you're in high school, it's the pandemic, we don't know who the president is. If you want to get started in sports cards, go build a collection. Buy the latest Pokemon, buy the latest basketball or football set, hockey set, and build a collection and understand what collectors want. That's the most simple advice I have for you. I really think you should start investing. I'm not telling you what to invest in. Educate yourself. There's time. There is unlimited resources out there. I just want to share some positivity. I'm 27 and I get overwhelmed thinking about the new apps and, understanding how technology works for the most part. Luckily, I grew up in it, but I'm telling you, you can learn a lot of this stuff. And that's what I want the video to be about. You can learn how to invest, but you're not going to learn until you jump into it, right? Anybody can invest in what they love and what they understand. Go online, be curious. Be curious. You got to be willing to make mistakes because on the other side of that, you get a lot of experience. That's what I did. I jumped into it. I bought tons of stuff. I didn't spend too much money, but I bought, $100, $200 worth of product. And I made a lot of mistakes and I made adjustments along the way. That's how you're going to be able to succeed with sports cards. And that's why I think you should invest now. Because if you can jump into it, have a bit of humility, then on the other side of that, you're going to be able to look at that and go, whoa, I should have done this. But you're not going to know how to do that until you jump into it. So that's my advice. And I really think it's a good time in human history to be investing in sports cards personally. I'm not going to tell you what to get. I'm not going to tell you have to do it. But you have to do something. And just know that anybody, no matter where you're at, you can begin this process. We have tons of videos. I'm going to put all the videos that are very important. That's why we're making them, to help you out. Not even to help you out as a sports card investor, but just to get you going, just to get you started. You really have to think and ask yourself, what is going to be the downside of never investing? It's not the downside of investing. It's the downside of never getting into it.